First, we see what is meant by numerical integration. This is a process of evaluating a definite integral from a set of tabulated values of the integrand f of x. So, integrand f of x is nothing but a function which is to be integrated. Speaking simply, definite integral. What is meant by definite integral? It is nothing but a number. Integral a to b f of x dx is said to be a definite integral. The value of the integral exists and is finite. Now, we see Simpson's one-third rule. In this video, we are going to see single integration using Simpson's 1/3 rule. This rule states that integral x0 to x0 of nh f of x dx equal to h/3 into y0 plus yn plus 4 times y1 plus y3 plus etc. yn minus 1 plus 2 times y2 plus y4 plus etc. yn minus 2. This can also be stated as 1/3 h into sum of the first and last ordinates plus 4 times sum of the odd ordinates plus 2 times sum of the even ordinates. When we apply this formula, the given interval must be divided into even number of equal subintervals. Since we find the area of 2 strips at a time, we can divide the given interval into even number of subintervals. It means we can take the number of intervals as 2, 4, 6, 8. In this way, you can choose the number of subintervals. Examples. Evaluate the integral 0 to 1 x square by 1 plus x cube dx using Simpson's 1/3 rule. Compare the error with the exact value. First, we choose h. Okay, h is equal to length of the interval by number of subintervals. When we apply Simpson's rule, we have to choose number of subintervals as even number. So here we choose small n, number of subintervals equal to 4. The length of the given interval is 1 minus 0. The limit is 0 to 1. So the length of the interval is 1 minus 0, which is equal to 1. Therefore, h is equal to length of the interval by number of subintervals equal to 1 by 4. Therefore, h equal to 0.25. Here, the function is x square by 1 plus x cube. This is the integrand, y equal to x square by 1 plus x cube. We find the tabulated values. We start from 0 because the limit is 0 to 1. So we start from 0. With this 0, we add the value of h. So 0.25. With this 0.25, we add h. Similarly, we find the values of x. To find the value of y, we use the function y is equal to x square by 1 plus x cube. Put x equal to 0 in y. 0 by anything 0. Put x equal to 0.25 in this y, which is equal to 0.25 the whole square by 1 plus 0.25 the whole power 3. We can use calculator to find the value of y, which is equal to 0.06153. When x equal to 0.5, y is equal to 0.22222. When x equal to 0.75, this is the value of y. When x equal to 1, y is equal to 1 by 1 plus 1 power 3, 1. So 1 by 2, which is equal to 0.5. This is Simpson's formula, integral 0 to 1, x square by 1 plus x cube dx equal to h/3 into sum of the first and last ordinates plus 2 times sum of the even ordinates plus 4 times sum of the odd ordinates. Except y0 and yn, that is y0 and y4, we label y1, this is y1, first ordinate, this is second one, this is third one. Even ordinates, what are the even ordinates? This y2 alone is even ordinate. y1 and y3, these are odd ordinates. Now, this is equal to 0.25. We have replaced the value of h 0.25 by 3 into y0 plus this is the last data, last value 0 plus 0.5 plus 2 times even ordinates plus 4 times odd ordinates, which is equal to 0.23108. Now, to find the error, we use direct integration method. So, by actual integration, we find the value of the given integral. Integral 0 to 1 x square by 1 plus x cube dx equal to 1 by 3 log of 1 plus x cube. Limit is 0 to 1. Here, we use the formula integral dx by x equal to log x. Integral dx by x equal to log x. The derivative of the denominator is equal to 3x square dx, 1 plus x cube. Just to differentiate the denominator, which is equal to 3x square dx. So we multiply and divide by 3. Therefore, integral 0 to 1 x square by 1 plus x cube dx equal to 1 by 3 into log of 1 plus x cube. Now we apply the limits, upper limit minus lower limit. 1 by 3 into log of 1 plus 1 power 3. So log 2 minus log 1, which is 0. Therefore, integral 0 to 1 x square by 1 plus x cube dx equal to 0.23105. Now we find the error. Error is the difference between the value obtained by the Simpson's rule and the value obtained by the actual integration, which is equal to 0.23108 minus 0.23105, which is equal to 0.00003. Use Simpson's rule to find the value of integral 0 to 0.6 e power minus x square dx. Taking 7 ordinates. 7 ordinates means 6 subintervals. It is given that the number of subintervals is 6. The length of the interval is 0.6. Length of the interval is 0.6 minus 0, which is equal to 0.6. It is given that number of subintervals equal to 6. That is 7 ordinates are given. Therefore, number of subintervals is 6. Here, what is h? H is equal to length of the interval by number of subintervals. So, h is equal to 0.1. Now, we find the tabulated values of the function as follows. First, we write the values of x. The lower limit is 0. So, we start from 0. With this 0, we add h 0.1. With this 0.1, add h. By adding the value of h, we write the value of x up to 0.6 because this is the upper limit in the problem. We have to start from 0 and write the values of x up to 0.6. X square, just square the values of x. 0 square 0, 0.1 the whole square equal to 0.01, 0.2 the whole square equal to 0.04. Similarly, write the values for x square. Now, y is equal to e power minus x square. To find the value of y, we use calculator, scientific calculator. Just put x equal to 0, e power 0 equal to 1. Put x equal to or x square. Just to replace x or x square. When x square equal to 0.01, e power minus x square equal to 0.9900. Similarly, we find other values. Except the first and last, we label the remaining ordinates. First one, this is second, this is third, fourth, fifth. The ordinates placed at odd places, that is first one, third one, fifth one. These are odd ordinates. Similarly, ordinates placed at even place. Second one, this is second place. This ordinates is even ordinate. This is also even ordinate. Now, write the formula. Simpson's 1/3 formula, which states that integral 0 to 0.6 e power minus x square dx equal to 1/3 h into sum of the first and last ordinates plus 2 times sum of the even ordinates plus 4 times sum of the odd ordinates. Now, we replace the value of h, which is 0.1 by 3 into y0 is 1, y6 is 0.6977 plus 2 times this is y2 and this value is y4 plus 4 into we have replaced the values of y1, y3 and y5. By using calculator, we have attained the value of this integral, which is equal to 0.5351. To find this value, we can use calculator. Next problem, evaluate integral 0 to 5 dx by 4x plus 5 by Simpson's one-third rule, and hence find the value of log 5. N is equal to 10. In this problem, it is given that number of subintervals equal to 10, and the function integrand is 1 by 4x plus 5. So h is equal to length of the interval by number of subintervals. What is the length of the interval? 5 minus 0, 5. What is the number of subintervals? It is given that n is equal to 10. So h is equal to 1 by 2. Now we obtain the tabulated values by using the function y of x equal to 1 by 4x plus 5. We start from 0. Find the values from 0 to 5 by using the value of h. Now find the value of y by substituting the value of x in the function y of x equal to 1 by 4x plus 5. When x equal to 0, 1 by 0 plus 5 equal to 1 by 5, which is equal to 0.2. When x equal to 5, y of x equal to 1 by 4 into 5 plus 5, that is 1 by 25. 1 by 25 equal to 0.04. Now we label the ordinates as y0, y1, y2, y3, etc., y10. Except the first and last, this is the first ordinate, this is second ordinate, this is third ordinate, this is ninth ordinate. Now, what are the even ordinates? y2, y4, y6, and y8. These are even ordinates. What are the odd ordinates? y1, y3, y5, y7, and y9. These are odd ordinates. Now, we write the Simpson's formula, which states that integral 0 to 5 dx by 4x plus 5, which is equal to h by 3 into sum of the first and last ordinates, that is y0 plus y10, plus 2 times sum of the even ordinates, that is y2 plus y4 plus y6 plus y8, plus 4 times y1 plus y3 plus y5 plus y7 plus y9. These are odd ordinates. Now, to find the value of this, we use calculator. We have replaced all the values of y, which is equal to 1 by 6 into 0.24 plus 2 times 0.2944 plus 4 times 0.3964, which is equal to 1 by 6 into 2.4148, which is equal to 0.4025. Now we find the value of this integral using direct integration method. To find the log 5. Okay. Integral 0 to 5 dx by 4x plus 5, which is equal to log of 4x plus 5 by 4. Limit is 0 to 5. Here we use the formula integral dx by x, which is equal to log x. Integral dx by x equal to log x. Okay. What is the derivative of the denominator? 4 dx. So we multiply and divide by 4. Okay, on multiplying and dividing by 4, this is equal to integral 4 dx by 4 into 4x plus 5, which is equal to log of 4x plus 5 by 4. The limit is 0 to 5. Now we apply upper limit and lower limit. Upper limit minus lower limit. Log of 4 into 5 plus 5, log 25, minus log of 4 into 0 plus 5, log 5, which is equal to 1 by 4 into log of 25 minus log 5. Log a minus log b is equal to log of a by b. By using logarithm function properties, this can be written as log of a by b. Log of 25 by 5, which is equal to log 5. This is 1 by 4 log 5. Now, on comparing these two, we can write 1 by 4 log 5, which is equal to 0.4025. Hence, log 5 is equal to 4 into 0.4025, which is equal to 1.61. Application. Simpson's rule is very useful to civil engineers for calculating the amount of earth that must be moved to fill a depression or make a dam. If the ordinates denote velocities at equal intervals of time, the Simpson rule gives the distance traveled. Thank you.